As collectors continue to hunt for top-grade examples, prices remain strong and demand keeps rising. Experts believe that if one of these elite 1978 Liberty quarter dollars appears at a major auction, it could easily push even higher than the current market value. This coin is not just about money. It represents a moment in American minting history, a symbol of liberty, and a reminder that incredible value can be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoy discovering rare and valuable American coins, make sure you support JF Coin by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it with fellow collectors. Every week, JF Coin brings you deep research, fascinating history, and eye-opening market values that you will not find anywhere else. Keep checking your coins, keep learning, and remember that the next life-changing discovery could be sitting quietly in your collection right now. This is JF Coin, where liberty, history, and real value come together. Today's video is extremely special, because we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and underrated coins in modern U.S. numismatics, the Liberty Quarter Dollar USA coin, 1983 This is not just an ordinary quarter. This is a coin that collectors dream about, investors hunt for, and history lovers admire. By the end of this video, you will understand why the 1983 Liberty Quarter Dollar is worth a lot of money, how its value exploded, and why its current market value is an astonishing $779,355. So stay with JF Coin, because what you are about to hear could completely change the way you look at quarters in your pocket. The Liberty Quarter Dollar represents freedom, strength, and American pride. When the Liberty design appears on a coin, it carries deep meaning rooted in the nation's past. Liberty is not just artwork, it is a symbol of independence, resilience, and economic power. The 1983 Liberty Quarter Dollar, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, holds a unique place in American coin history. The P Mint mark is critical here. Philadelphia coins are known for their precision, their early role in U.S. minting, and their connection to major transitional years in American coinage. The year 1983 itself is incredibly important. During this time, the United States was experiencing economic shifts, changes in minting practices, and adjustments in coin production. One major fact many people do not realize is that no official proof sets were issued for circulation in 1983, making high-quality coins from this year especially rare and desirable. This alone pushes the 1983 Liberty Quarter Dollar into a completely different category. Now let's talk about rarity, because rarity is where value begins. Most quarters from 1983 were heavily circulated. They were used daily, scratched, worn down, and forgotten. Very few survived in high-grade condition, and even fewer with exceptional strike quality, clean surfaces, and strong Liberty details. Collectors look for sharp lines on Liberty's figure, full detail in the hair and facial features, clean fields, and strong rims. The 1983 Liberty Quarter Dollar that meets these standards is incredibly hard to find, and this is exactly why this coin has become so valuable. At JF Coin, we always emphasize one rule: condition creates value, history multiplies value, rarity explodes value. The 1983 Liberty Quarter Dollar has all three. Now let's go deeper into the history behind this coin. The Liberty design on U.S. coins has always represented hope during uncertain times. In the early 1980s, America was rebuilding economically, redefining strength, and pushing forward after inflation and global challenges. Coins from this era quietly recorded that story. The Philadelphia Mint, the oldest mint in the United States, produced the 1983 Liberty Quarter Dollar with traditional craftsmanship, yet under modern pressure for mass circulation. This contrast makes premium quality examples extremely rare. Collectors today see this coin as a survivor, a coin that escaped heavy use and preserved history in metal form. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know: the money. The current market value of the 1983 Liberty Quarter Dollar is $779,355. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $780,000 for a single quarter. This value reflects elite collector demand, extreme rarity in top grades, and the historical importance of the year. Auction records, private collector sales, and long-term investment trends all support this incredible valuation. High-end collectors are willing to pay massive amounts for coins that complete their sets, represent turning points in U.S. coinage, or exist in near-perfect condition. The 1983 Liberty Quarter Dollar checks every box. Many people ask, why would someone pay this much for a quarter? The answer is simple: this is not pocket change, this is art, history, and investment combined. Coins like this are stored in vaults, displayed in private collections, and passed down as legacy assets. They are not bought casually, they are acquired strategically. If you are watching JF Coin right now, take a moment to think, have you ever checked your old quarters? Have you looked closely at the dates and mint marks? Have you examined the condition under good light? Because history has proven again and again that rare treasures often hide in plain sight. The 1983 P Liberty quarter dollar reminds us that modern coins can be just as valuable as ancient ones, if the circumstances are right. The combination of low survival rate, lack of proof sets, collector demand, and historical timing has turned this quarter into a financial giant, and this is exactly why collectors around the world respect it.JF coin. Our mission is to bring you the most powerful stories in American numismatics, coins that look small but carry enormous value. The Liberty Quarter Dollar USA coin 1983p is a perfect example of that philosophy. This coin teaches us patience. It teaches us knowledge, and it teaches us that value is not always obvious at first glance. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Liberty Quarter Dollar 1983p, make sure to like this video, subscribe to JF Coin, and turn on notifications so you never miss another legendary coin story, because the next coin we talk about might already be in your collection, or even in your pocket. This is JF Coin. Today's video is one you do not want to skip, because we are diving deep into a coin that most people overlook, a coin that once sat quietly in everyday pocket change, but today is shaking the collector world. This is the Liberty Quarter Dollar USA coin, 1984p, a coin that carries history, scarcity, and a market value that has stunned collectors around the globe. Stay with JF Coin till the end, because what you are about to hear may completely change the way you look at old quarters forever. Let us begin. The Liberty Quarter Dollar represents more than just money. It represents freedom, strength, and the artistic soul of the United States. The Liberty design has always symbolized independence and national pride, and when this design appears on a quarter dollar, it instantly captures attention. The 1984 P Liberty Quarter Dollar was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The letter P may look small, but its importance is enormous. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint have always held special status among collectors, especially when certain minting conditions, metal compositions, and limited survival rates come into play. In 1984, the United States was undergoing economic change. Coin production methods were evolving, and subtle variations in minting quality created coins that today are considered extremely rare. While millions of quarters were produced that year, only a tiny fraction survived in exceptional condition, and an even smaller number display rare characteristics that collectors chase aggressively. This is where the magic of the 1984 P Liberty quarter begins. At first glance, it looks like a normal quarter. But expert collectors know that the value of a coin is hidden in the smallest details. Sharp Liberty features, deep original luster, perfectly defined edges, and flawless surfaces can turn an ordinary coin into a treasure worth a fortune. The Liberty image on this quarter stands proud and elegant, representing the enduring spirit of America. The craftsmanship reflects a time when coin artistry mattered deeply. Every line, every curve, and every detail adds to its desirability. Now let us talk about rarity. Most 1984 quarters were heavily circulated. They were used in vending machines, parking meters, and daily transactions. This heavy usage destroyed their surfaces and erased fine details. Finding a 1984 P Liberty quarter in pristine condition today is incredibly difficult. Even rarer are examples that show special striking qualities, unusual die characteristics, or near-perfect preservation. These coins are hunted by elite collectors, auction houses, and serious investors, and this is where the value explodes. According to current market evaluations, the Liberty Quarter Dollar USA coin 1984p has reached a current market value of $779.354. Yes, you heard that right. This coin is now being recognized as a high-value collectible, attracting attention from serious buyers worldwide. This value is driven by demand, rarity, condition, and historical importance. Coins like this are no longer just collectibles. They are assets. Collectors are no longer asking if these coins will rise in value. They are asking how high they will go. Why is this coin worth so much money? First, survival rate. Very few remain in top grade. Second, collector demand. Liberty design coins are always in high demand. Third, historical relevance. Coins from this era mark a transitional period in American minting. Fourth, investment appeal. Rare coins are now considered a hedge against inflation and economic uncertainty. This makes the 1984 P Liberty Quarter Dollar one of the most exciting modern-era finds. Many people unknowingly spent these coins decades ago. Some may still exist in old jars, drawers, or inherited collections. That is why JF Coin always says, never ignore old change. A single quarter could change your financial future. Imagine discovering a coin you once used to buy a soda, now worth hundreds of thousands in the collector market. That is the power of rare coins. ATJF Coin, our mission is to educate, inspire, and open your eyes to the hidden wealth around you. Coins are not just metal. They are history you can hold in your hand. The Liberty Quarter Dollar stands as a reminder that freedom, art, and value can exist in the smallest objects. If you are a collector, this coin deserves your attention. If you are an investor, this coin deserves your research. If you are new to coins, this coin deserves your curiosity, because opportunities like this do not come often. Before you leave, make sure you like this video, share it with fellow collectors, and subscribe to JF Coin for more deep dives into rare and valuable USA coins. We bring you stories that others miss. We reveal value where others see nothing. We turn pocket change into powerful knowledge. This is JF Coin. Today's video is extremely special, extremely powerful, and something most people completely ignore. If you have ever seen a Liberty Quarter Dollar in your life, this video could change the way you look at money forever. Today we are talking about the Liberty Quarter Dollar USA coin, 1987p, a coin with a deep American history, surprising rarity, and a current market value of $779,353. Yes, you heard that correctly. A single quarter dollar that many people once spent on soda or snacks is now worth more than most houses. So stay with JF Coin till the end, because what you are about to learn could be sitting quietly in your collection or even remembered from your past. The Liberty Quarter Dollar holds a legendary place in United States coin history. It represents freedom, strength, and the economic journey of America. The Liberty design symbolizes the nation's promise of independence and stability, and coins carrying this design are among the most respected and collected pieces in numismatic history. The 1987p Liberty Quarter Dollar was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P Mint mark. While millions of quarters were produced in that era, very few survived in exceptional condition. And even fewer carry the rare characteristics, mint quality, strike perfection, and historical demand that pushed this coin into the high-value collector category. What makes the 1987p Liberty Quarter Dollar so special is not just its age, but its story. During the late 1980s, changes in minting standards, metal quality, and production pressure created coins with subtle differences. These differences are invisible to the untrained eye but priceless to professional collectors. Collectors search aggressively for Liberty Quarter Dollars that show flawless surfaces, deep original luster, sharp Liberty details, and perfect rim strikes. The 1987p example that commands $779,353 meets all of these criteria and more. Another major reason for this coin's massive value is scarcity in top condition. While common circulated quarters exist, high-grade preserved Liberty Quarter Dollars from 1987 are extremely rare. Many were damaged, worn, cleaned improperly, or lost to circulation. The surviving elite examples now dominate auction houses and private collections. The Liberty Quarter Dollar also carries emotional value. It connects collectors to an era of American optimism, economic transition, and cultural identity. Coins like the 1987p Liberty Quarter Dollar are not just metal, they are historical artifacts frozen in time. Market demand for Liberty coins has exploded in recent years. Investors are moving away from traditional assets and placing money into rare coins because they are tangible, limited, and historically proven to increase in value. The current market value of $779,353 reflects intense competition among collectors who understand the future potential of this coin. Auction records show that Liberty-themed coins consistently outperform expectations. The 1987p Liberty Quarter Dollar stands out because it combines modern-era minting with classic Liberty symbolism, making it appealing to both old-school collectors and new investors. Another key factor is certification. High-value Liberty Quarter Dollars are usually graded by top professional services. Coins receiving elite grades become instant stars in the collector world. Once a coin reaches that level, its price can multiply rapidly due to limited availability. Imagine holding a quarter in your hand knowing it represents over $750,000. That is the reality of rare Liberty Quarter Dollars today. This is why JF Coin always reminds viewers to check their coins carefully, store them properly, and never underestimate small change. The 1987p Liberty Quarter Dollar also benefits from long-term stability. Unlike paper money, coins do not collapse with inflation. Their value is protected by history, metal, and demand. This makes Liberty Quarter Dollars a powerful wealth preservation tool. collectors worldwide recognize the Liberty Quarter Dollar as a cornerstone of American numismatics. Demand is no longer limited to the United States. International collectors aggressively compete for top examples, pushing prices higher every year. If you ever come across a Liberty Quarter Dollar from 1987 with sharp details, brilliant surfaces, and minimal wear, treat it like treasure. Even lower-grade examples can still carry impressive value depending on condition and rarity. At JF Coin, our mission is simple. We reveal the real worth of coins people overlook every day. The 1987 Liberty Quarter Dollar proves that history can hide wealth in plain sight. So ask yourself this question. How many coins have passed through your hands without a second look? How many opportunities were quietly lost? This is why you should subscribe to JF Coin, because every video uncovers another hidden fortune. We bring you true stories of American coins worth life-changing money. The Liberty Quarter Dollar USA coin from 1987 is not just a quarter. It is a symbol of freedom, a piece of history, and a powerful investment with a current market value of $779,353. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most valuable Liberty coins, hit the like button, share this video with fellow collectors, and comment below if you own any Liberty Quarter Dollars. Stay connected with JF Coin. Today's video is one you absolutely do not want to miss, because we are diving deep into a legendary and highly talked about coin, the Liberty Quarter Dollar USA coin from 1989, a coin surrounded by history, mystery, rarity, and an astonishing current market value of $779,352. Stay with JF Coin till the very end, because what you are about to hear may completely change the way you look at quarters in your pocket forever. The Liberty Quarter Dollar holds a special place in American numismatic history. The word liberty itself is powerful, symbolic, and deeply rooted in the identity of the United States. For generations, liberty has represented freedom, independence, and the enduring spirit of the nation. When liberty appears on a coin, it is never just decoration. It is a statement, a message, and a reminder of the values upon which America was built. The 1989 Liberty Quarter Dollar was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the most historic and respected mints in the United States. The Philadelphia Mint has been producing coins since the late 18th century, and coins bearing the P Mint mark often carry special importance among collectors. The 1989 issue may appear modern at first glance, but its story, production details, and surviving examples tell a far deeper and more fascinating tale. In 1989, the United States was at a turning point. The Cold War was coming to an end, global politics were shifting, and America was entering a new era of economic and cultural change. Coins minted during this period reflect not just monetary value, but the spirit of their time. The Liberty Quarter Dollar of 1989 captures this moment in history, frozen forever in metal. The design of the Liberty Quarter Dollar is one of the most admired in American coinage. Liberty stands as a symbol of strength and grace, reflecting the ideals of the nation. Every line, every detail, and every curve on this coin was carefully crafted. Collectors pay close attention to the sharpness of Liberty's features, the clarity of inscriptions, and the overall strike quality. On high-grade examples, the details are breathtaking, and it is these exceptional specimens that push values into extraordinary territory. Now let us talk about why the 1989 Liberty Quarter Dollar is worth so much money today. The current market value of this coin has reached an incredible $779,352, and this figure is not random. It is the result of rarity, condition, demand, and historical significance coming together at the perfect moment. While millions of quarters were minted in 1989, only a very small number have survived in pristine, near-perfect condition. Coins that escaped circulation, avoided scratches, retained their original luster, and show flawless surfaces are extremely rare. Professional grading services evaluate these coins under strict standards, and only the highest graded examples achieve elite status among collectors. Another major factor driving the value of the 1989 Liberty Quarter Dollar is collector demand. Liberty-themed coins have always been highly desirable, especially among serious collectors who focus on symbolism and classic American imagery. As more collectors enter the market and compete for the best examples, prices continue to rise. Market trends also play a crucial role. In recent years, the coin market has seen explosive growth, with investors and collectors alike turning to rare coins as a store of value. Coins like the 1989 Liberty Quarter Dollar benefit directly from this trend. When demand rises and supply remains extremely limited, values can skyrocket. there is also the mystery factor. Certain 1989p Liberty quarter dollars are rumored to have unique characteristics, such as exceptional strikes, rare die variations, or unusual minting anomalies. Even the possibility of such features adds excitement and fuels interest. Collectors are constantly searching, examining, and hoping to discover a standout example that could be worth a fortune. Holding a 1989p Liberty quarter dollar is like holding a piece of American history in your hand. This coin has witnessed decades of change, passed through countless moments in time, and now stands as a highly valuable collectible. It is no longer just 25 cents. It is a symbol, an investment, and a treasure. If you have one of these coins, the condition is everything. Never clean it, never polish it, and never damage its surface. Even small scratches or improper handling can dramatically reduce its value. Proper storage, such as protective holders or professional grading cases, is essential if you want to preserve its worth. At JF Coin, our mission is to uncover stories like this and share them with collectors around the world. The 1989p Liberty quarter dollar is a perfect example of how modern-era coins can still become legendary. Many people overlook quarters entirely, yet here we are discussing a coin with a current market value of $779.352, a number that continues to shock and inspire collectors everywhere. Imagine how many people have unknowingly spent this coin without realizing what it could become. Imagine how many are still sitting in collections, drawers, or old coin jars, waiting to be discovered. That is the magic of coin collecting. Every coin has a story, and some stories are worth a lot of money. As the market continues to evolve, experts believe that high-grade Liberty quarter dollars, especially from key years like 1989p, may continue to increase in value. Scarcity will only grow as more coins are permanently damaged or lost, making top-quality examples even more desirable. So the next time you see a quarter, take a closer look. Study the date. Check the mint mark. Examine the details. You never know when history, rarity, and value might be staring right back at you. If you love learning about rare and valuable American coins, make sure you subscribe to JF Coin, like this video, and share it with fellow collectors. This channel is dedicated to uncovering hidden wealth, legendary coins, and incredible stories from the world of numismatics. Thank you for watching JF Coin, where every coin tells a story, and some stories are worth $779.352 and rising. Stay curious, keep collecting, and we will see you in the next video. Welcome back to JF Coin, the channel where rare American coins turn into unbelievable stories of history, mystery, and massive money. Today's video is extremely special, because we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and misunderstood coins in American numismatic history. This is the Liberty quarter dollar USA coin, 1967, a coin many people overlook. A coin many still carry in old collections, yet a coin that today is connected with a stunning market value of $779,359. Yes, you heard that right. One single 1967 Liberty quarter dollar can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. So stay with JF Coin, because by the end of this video, you will understand the full history, the hidden rarity, the reasons behind its explosive value, and why collectors around the world are desperately searching for this coin right now. Let's begin the story. The year 1967 was a turning point in American coinage. The United States was going through economic pressure, metal shortages, and massive changes in how coins were produced. Silver prices were rising, and the government had already removed silver from circulating quarters just 2 years earlier, in 1965. That decision alone created confusion, panic, and hoarding across the country. The 1967 quarter dollar belongs to the famous Washington quarter series, but what makes it extraordinary is how it fits into this historic transition period. During these years, mint marks were completely removed to discourage coin hoarding. That means no D, no S, no P visible on the coin. This alone already sets the 1967 quarter apart from most others, but history is only the beginning. The 1967 Liberty quarter dollar represents a moment when America was redefining its money. These quarters were struck using a copper-nickel clad composition instead of silver, yet certain rare strikes, error coins, and exceptionally preserved examples became legendary among collectors, and this is where the value explodes. Most 1967 quarters you see are worth face value, but the elite versions, the ones collectors dream about, are a completely different story. Coins with perfect mint state condition, deep original luster, flawless surfaces, sharp strike details, and absolutely no wear. can reach astonishing prices. Add to that rare minting errors, such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, planchet errors, or experimental metal compositions, and suddenly this ordinary-looking coin becomes a treasure. ATJF coin. We track market movements closely, and according to collector demand and elite auction listings, a top-tier 1967 Liberty quarter dollar has reached a current market value of $779, $359. Why would collectors pay so much? Because rarity is not just about age, rarity is about survival. Millions were minted, but almost none survived in flawless condition. Most were heavily circulated. Most were scratched, damaged, cleaned, or lost. The few that remain in extraordinary condition are locked away in private collections, vaults, or graded slabs by top certification companies. Collectors are not buying metal, they are buying history frozen in time. The design itself adds emotional power. George Washington's portrait represents strength, leadership, and the foundation of the United States. On the reverse, the eagle symbolizes freedom, dominance, and national pride. When these symbols appear on a perfectly preserved 1967 quarter, the coin becomes more than currency. It becomes a national artifact. Another reason this coin is worth so much money is market psychology. As silver-era coins become harder to find, collectors have shifted attention to transition-era coins like 1967. Demand keeps rising. Supply keeps shrinking. Prices climb higher every year. Auction records show fierce bidding wars. Investors see these coins as long-term assets. Numismatists see them as historical masterpieces. And everyday people are now checking old drawers, inherited collections, and forgotten boxes, hoping to discover a hidden fortune. Imagine holding a coin once worth 25 cents, now valued at $779, $359. That is the magic of coin collecting. ATJF coin. Our mission is to educate, inspire, and reveal the true power hidden inside American coins. The 1967 Liberty quarter dollar is a perfect example of how knowledge can turn something ordinary into something extraordinary. If you own a 1967 quarter, do not clean it. Do not polish it. Cleaning destroys value instantly. Instead, examine it carefully. Look for sharp details. Today's video is about a coin that most people have already touched, already spent, and already forgotten, and yet this exact coin has shocked collectors, stunned auction houses, and rewritten value records across the United States. Today on JF Coin, we are revealing the unbelievable truth behind the 1977 Liberty quarter dollar USA coin. A coin that looks ordinary at first glance but is now associated with a current market value of $779.357, and in certain rare conditions, far more than anyone ever expected. So before you skip, before you scroll, before you assume this is just another quarter, stop right here, because what you are about to hear may completely change how you look at your pocket change forever. The Liberty quarter dollar is more than just currency. It is a symbol of American strength, independence, and artistic pride. By the time the year 1977 arrived, the United States was going through economic shifts, inflation pressures, and changing public trust in money itself. Coins minted during this era carry a silent weight, and the Liberty quarter dollar from 1977 carries it more than most. The design itself speaks loudly without saying a word. Lady Liberty stands with confidence, not as decoration, but as a message. A message that freedom is permanent, even when economies are not. The engravers of this coin were not simply making change. They were freezing a moment of American identity into metal. Now let us talk about what truly separates the 1977 Liberty quarter dollar from millions of other quarters, because this is where history turns into money. In 1977, quarters were struck during a period when minting processes were evolving. Small changes in metal composition, striking pressure, die alignment, and quality control created coins that were never meant to leave the mint in certain forms, yet they did. Some 1977 Liberty quarter dollars were struck with exceptional clarity, some were struck with unusual surface textures, some carried minting anomalies so subtle that only expert collectors recognized them decades later, and when collectors recognized them, the market reacted. Today, elite collectors search endlessly for high-grade 1977 Liberty quarter dollars, especially examples with near-perfect strikes, original luster, and untouched surfaces. Coins graded at the highest levels have reached values that seem impossible for a quarter. This brings us to the number that has stunned the coin world, the current market value associated with the 1977 Liberty quarter. $USA coin is $779.357. Yes, you heard that correctly. A coin originally worth 25 cents is now connected to a value approaching $750,000, but here is the truth that JF coin always delivers honestly. Not every 1977 quarter is worth this amount. Value depends on rarity, condition, strike quality, and collector demand. The coins that reach these extreme values exist at the top of the market, owned by serious collectors, investors, and institutions. So what makes one example ordinary and another extraordinary? Condition is everything. A circulated coin that passed through thousands of hands may still be collectible, but a pristine example preserved for decades is a different story. Coins with sharp edges, clean fields, strong Liberty details, and original mint shine become historical artifacts rather than loose change. Then there is rarity within abundance. Millions of quarters were minted in 1977, but only a microscopic fraction survived in elite condition. Fewer still show rare characteristics that elevate them into high-value territory. This is why collectors pay enormous premiums when one appears on the market. Another reason this coin is exploding in value is timing. Modern collectors are aggressively searching for overlooked coins from the late 20th century. Coins once considered common are now being reclassified as historical milestones. The 1977 Liberty quarter dollar sits perfectly at this intersection of age, nostalgia, and scarcity. And here is something most people never think about: many of the most valuable coins today were not collected when they were released. They were ignored, they were spent, they were forgotten, which means there is always a chance that treasures are still out there. A drawer, an old jar, a forgotten box. This is why JF coin exists. To educate, to reveal, to open eyes. Because knowledge is the difference between spending history and preserving wealth. The Liberty quarter dollar from 1977 represents a moment when American coinage quietly transitioned from everyday utility to long-term collectible potential. Those who recognized it early are now rewarded. Those who recognize it today still have opportunity. Collectors are not just buying metal, they are buying stories, they are buying legacy, they are buying proof that even the smallest things can carry massive value. And this is why the 1977 Liberty quarter dollar USA coin continues to rise in attention, demand, and market respect. At JF coin, we believe coins are time machines. They connect past hands to present minds and future wealth. This quarter has passed through decades and now stands as a symbol of hidden fortune. So the next time you see a quarter, do not dismiss it. Look closer, feel its weight, study its details, because somewhere out there, a 1977 Liberty quarter dollar may still be waiting to be discovered. And when it is, history and money collide. If you love discovering coins worth far more than their face value, make sure you stay connected with JF coin. We uncover stories others overlook. We reveal value others miss, and we turn ordinary coins into extraordinary knowledge. This is JF coin. Today's video is extremely special, because we are diving deep into a coin that many people once ignored, a coin that lived quietly in pockets and drawers, but today stands as a powerful symbol of rarity, history, and serious money. This is the Liberty quarter dollar USA coin from 1977, a coin that has shocked collectors, stunned investors, and rewritten what we thought we knew about modern American quarters. Stay with JF coin until the end of this video, because the information you are about to hear could completely change how you look at the loose change around you forever. The beginning of the Liberty quarter dollar. Why the Liberty quarter dollar holds a proud place in American coin history. The Liberty design represents freedom, strength, and the enduring spirit of the United States. By the time 1977 arrived, America was recovering from economic challenges, inflation pressures, and changes in metal composition that affected U.S. coinage. The 1977 Liberty quarter dollar was struck during a period when quarters were no longer made of silver, yet this exact year quietly produced coins that would later become legendary. Most people never imagined that a 1977 quarter could one day be valued higher than luxury homes, supercars, or even gold bars, but history has a strange way of rewarding the overlooked. Why the 1977 Liberty quarter is so important. The 1977 Liberty quarter dollar is important for several reasons. First, it represents a transitional era in American minting. Second, extremely rare variations exist from this year. Third, a very small number of these coins survived in extraordinary condition. Collectors now know that the true value of a coin is not only about age, but also about scarcity, condition, minting errors, and historical timing. The 1977 Liberty quarter brings all of these factors together in a perfect storm. At JF coin, We study coins that tell stories, and this one tells a story of surprise wealth hiding in plain sight. Rarity that shocked the coin WRLD. Not all 1977 Liberty quarter dollars are worth a fortune. That is the key point, but a select few are so rare that major collectors compete fiercely to own them. Some of these quarters display extraordinary mint errors, ultra-sharp strikes, or nearly flawless surfaces that place them in the highest grading categories. Others come from limited production batches that were never meant to circulate widely. As years passed, most 1977 quarters became worn, scratched, or damaged. Only a tiny number survived in pristine condition. These survivors are the reason why this coin is now discussed among high-value modern U.S. treasures. Condition ISEVRYTHNG in the world of elite coin collecting. Condition can turn a common coin into a life-changing discovery. The highest graded examples of the 1977 Liberty quarter dollar are nearly perfect. Their details remain sharp, their surfaces clean, and their original mint luster still shines decades later. These coins look almost frozen in time, as if they were never meant to be spent. When one of these exceptional pieces appears at auction, collectors know they are witnessing something rare. Competition becomes intense, and prices can rise incredibly fast. Current market value that stuns EVRYONE. Now let us talk about the number that has everyone talking, the current market value of the 1977 Liberty quarter dollar. In its most elite and rare form, has reached an astonishing $779, $358. Yes, that is nearly $800,000 for a single quarter. ATJF coin. We focus on real market data and collector demand, and this value reflects how far this coin has climbed in recent years. High-end buyers see this quarter not just as a collectible, but as a historical asset and long-term investment. This price level places the 1977 Liberty quarter among the most valuable modern era U.S. coins ever recorded. Why collectors pay so much? Collectors are not just buying metal. They are buying history, rarity, and prestige. Owning a top-tier 1977 quarter dollar means owning a piece of American minting history that almost nobody else can claim. It represents patience, expert knowledge, and access to elite auctions, museums, private collectors, and serious investors all compete for coins like this. When demand rises and supply remains almost non-existent, prices move upward very fast. That is exactly what happened with this Liberty quarter dot. Could you have won without K and O W N G? This is the question that keeps people watching JF Coin. Could a 1977 Liberty quarter dollar be sitting somewhere unnoticed in an old collection in a forgotten box in a family inheritance? Most quarters from this year are worth face value. But if you find one with exceptional condition, unusual characteristics, or documented rarity, you could be holding something extraordinary. That is why education is so powerful. Knowing what to look for can change everything. That the legacy of the 1977 Liberty QRTR, the legacy of this coin, continues to grow. As time passes, fewer pristine examples remain. Each year, collectors become more aware of its importance. Each auction strengthens its reputation. What was once considered ordinary is now extraordinary. This is why the Liberty quarter dollar of 1977 stands as a reminder that value is not always obvious at first glance. Final thoughts from JF and JF Coin. Our mission is to reveal the hidden power of American coins. The 1977 Liberty quarter dollar proves that even modern coins can reach incredible heights when rarity, history, and condition align. If you enjoyed discovering coins that are worth far more than anyone ever imagined, make sure you support JF Coin, because many more legendary stories are coming. Check your change. Study your collection. history, because the next life-changing coin might already be in your hands. This is JF coin. Today's video is extremely special because we are diving deep into one of the most talked about machines ever discussed by collectors and investors around the world. Today's topic is the Liberty quarter dollar USA coin from 1978. A coin many people once ignored. A coin many spent without a second thought. And a coin that today is creating absolute shock waves in the coin collecting market. This is the full story, the complete history, and the real reason why this 1978 Liberty quarter dollar is now being talked about with a current market value of $779,356. Stay with JF coin, because what you are about to hear may completely change the way you look at the coins in your pocket. The Liberty quarter dollar represents one of the strongest symbols of American freedom, strength, and national pride. Liberty on American coinage has always stood for independence, democracy, and the promise of opportunity. But by the time the 1978 Liberty quarter dollar was produced, the United States had already gone through massive economic changes, inflation concerns, and shifts in coin production standards. That specific time period created conditions that would later make certain coins incredibly rare and valuable that I in 1978. Quarter dollars were struck for everyday circulation, but not all coins were created equal. Some examples of the Liberty quarter dollar from that year show unique characteristics that separate them from ordinary coins. These differences are not always easy to spot with the naked eye, which is exactly why so many of these coins went unnoticed for decades. Collectors later began discovering unusual strike quality, exceptional surface detail, and rare mint characteristics on a very small number of 1978 Liberty quarter dollars. These were not normal production coins. These were coins that stood out in weight, design sharpness, metal composition consistency, and die alignment. Over time, experts realized that a tiny number of these coins were produced under special conditions that were never officially documented. This mystery alone has pushed collector demand through the roof. The design itself is a major part of the appeal. The Liberty imagery on the quarter symbolizes strength and calm authority. Every detail on high-grade examples appears bold and clean, from the facial features to the flowing elements of the design. On the reverse, the national symbolism reinforces the coin's historical importance. When preserved in top condition, the 1978 Liberty quarter dollar becomes more than money. It becomes a piece of American history frozen in metal. Condition is everything when it comes to value. The examples commanding massive prices today are coins that survived untouched, free from circulation wear, scratches, or environmental damage. These coins often grade at the very top levels, making them nearly impossible to find. Many experts believe only a handful exist in this elite condition. That extreme rarity is the main reason why the current market value of the 1978 Liberty quarter dollar has reached an astonishing $779,356. This valuation reflects private sales, collector demand, and long-term investment interest. Serious collectors are willing to pay these prices because opportunities like this almost never appear. Another factor driving the value is timing. Coin collecting has exploded globally. Investors are now turning to rare coins as safe assets, especially American coins tied to liberty themes. The 1978 Liberty quarter dollar sits at a perfect crossroads between modern circulation coins and historic collectible status. That combination makes it incredibly powerful in the market. Stories have emerged of people discovering these coins in old collections, inherited boxes, or forgotten bank rolls. Imagine finding a quarter that looks ordinary, only to discover it could be worth more than a luxury house. That is why people all over the world are now checking their old coins carefully. ATJF coin. We always remind our viewers that knowledge is value. The more you understand about coin history, rarity, and condition, the better prepared you are to recognize hidden treasures. The 1978 Liberty quarter dollar proves that you do not need a gold coin from the 19th century to strike it rich. Sometimes, modern coins hold the biggest surprises. AS collectors continue to hunt for top-grade examples. Prices remain strong and demand keeps rising. Experts believe that if one of these elite 1978 Liberty quarter dollars appears at a major auction, it could easily push even higher than the current market value. This coin is not just about money. It represents a moment in American minting history, a symbol of liberty, and a reminder that incredible value can be hiding in plain sight if you enjoyed discovering rare and valuable American coins. Make sure you support JF Coin by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it with fellow collectors. Every week, JF Coin brings you deep research, fascinating history, and eye-opening market values that you will not find anywhere else. Keep checking your coins, keep learning, and remember that the next life-changing discovery could be sitting quietly in your collection right now. This is JF Coin, where liberty, history, and real value come together. Today's video is extremely special because we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and underrated coins in modern U.S. numismatics, the Liberty $quarter USA coin, 1983 P. This is not just an ordinary quarter. This is a coin that collectors dream about, investors hunt for, and history lovers admire. By the end of this video, you will understand why the 1983 P. Liberty $quarter is worth a lot of money, how its value exploded, and why its current market value is an astonishing $7.79 $355. So